We're just getting into our seat, finding our breath, gently closing the eyes or gazing down the tip of the nose, and take a full breath in as you lift the shoulders up, and on your exhale, let them just ground down behind you, kind of like your shoulder blades are kissing onto your back. Helps open up across your collarbones, lifting your heart. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. And during this opening meditation for a couple of minutes while I'm reading, feel free to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And then with each breath, you can actually feel it move through you, lifting your heart, filling up on the inside out. In relationship to others, gratitude is good manners. In relationship to ourselves, it is a habit of the heart and a spiritual discipline. And we all know that a yoga practice is definitely a good habit to form. Our attitudes are our mental stances, the positions we hold vis-a-vis life. In some ways, our attitudes determine everything because they are the glasses in which we see the world. Is the world a wonderful place or is it a hellhole? All of us know that the answer to that question depends on our attitude at any given day, at any given moment. Has the world changed? Probably. Most likely our thinking about it has too. When we consciously cultivate positive attitudes such as joy, love, gratitude, we begin to remake the world where we live. We literally live in a different place because our attitude has changed. This particular beauty of an attitude of gratitude is that it instantly connects us to everything else. It's an important way. It is the recognition of the connection, the switch between us and the rest of life. And consciously recognizing it opens the flow. The more grateful we are, the more of an abundant sense of life we will experience. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And this afternoon we'll experience some yoga, we'll experience some breath. Through that breath, let it change your perspective and let it fill you up with a lot of love and gratitude just for the ability to get on your mat, to join me in this practice. And together we will move and breathe. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Feel that breath lengthen your spine. Feel the crown of your head lift. On your exhale, feel your sitting bones ground down a little bit more. Finding a connection, a security to where you are right now. Take another full breath in. Lift your arms up, stretch up, reach up, maybe look up. And on your exhale, bring your hands right back down through center. Taking another full breath in, sweep up and open. Exhaling, bring the hands down. One more time, big breath in, sweep up. Exhale your hands to your heart place. Move yourself into downward facing dog. You can move the cushion or pillow that you're sitting on right off to the side. Spread your hands nice and wide at the top of your mat, shoulder width apart. And your feet will be hip distance apart behind you. Take another full breath in as you lift high up to your toes, and then exhale, let the heels release a little bit closer to the mat. Again, with that breath filling you up in this upside down pose, in this downward facing dog, when you breathe in, feel your spine lengthen again in this inverted position. And on your exhale, feel grounding occur through your feet and your hands. Really press down behind the index knuckle and the thumb pad, drawing the tension out of your wrists and the outer edges of your hands. Lifting up onto your toes with your next inhale. Glide forward into plank. As you exhale, pause here in your plank. Take a full breath in. And then exhale your hips high, down dog. We're going to move and pick up the pace a little bit now. So breathing in again, come on up to your toes. Exhaling, glide forward into plank and pause. Take a full breath in. Exhale your hips back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet as often as you need to if that brings some more space, some more grounding. Whatever it brings you, you can move your feet, bending both knees, bringing your shins parallel to the mat and then tipping your hips up high. Or you can just pause into the stillness of the pose. And pay attention to how your breath moves through you with your head below your heart. Take another full breath in, get up onto your toes, stretch out through the legs, look forward, and on your exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet up right between your hands. Take a full breath in for a halfway lift, pausing, drawing the shoulders back, feeling everything hug into your center line, and then exhale, forward fold. Take a full breath in as you sweep up to stand. Take your right hand to your left wrist, reaching up, and then exhale, stretch over to the right, stretching out your side bodies. Big breath in, come back to center, release the hands. Take the left hand to the right wrist, lean to the left. Take a full breath in, release the hands, and then exhale, forward fold. Hands right down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, taking your time as the crown of the head goes forward and your heart moves forward, and then exhale, release, forward fold. Take a big breath in again as you rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your hands down, take your left foot to the back edge of the mat. You can stay up on the toes or let the left knee come down. With your next inhale, rise high for crescent, sweeping the arms up, maybe a little bitty back bend. Keep pulling in through your low belly. Drop the elbows down. Take a full breath in and twist open to the right. So take your left hand forward and your left hand back. Open up the left hand, find a little bit of a lift here. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the ground, taking the right hand high. Take a full breath in as you breathe into the left leg, pushing it back toward the back of the room. One more breath in, bring the right hand down. Take a full breath in, bring the left foot forward to meet the right. You're in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Take a full breath in for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in as you rise up, sweep up. These great big movements are just helping you get your breath moving. Bring your hands to your heart space and pause on your exhale. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Find the gratitude of your breath. Allow that breath to move through your body, going right through your feet as you ground into the earth. Stay strong in your Tadasana. With your next breath in, reach up strong. Exhale, forward fold, hands down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more breath in as we rise back up to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your hands down, take your right foot to the back edge of the mat. Stay high on those right toes, bending deeply into the left knee, and with your next inhale, rise up high for crescent here. Take a full breath in and a full breath out, pausing to reach through the fingertips first, and then exhale, draw the elbows down. Feel the shoulder blades meet onto your back, lifting through the heart and your collarbones spreading nice and wide. And then with your next breath, twist open, taking the right hand forward and the left hand back. Open up that right hand. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, let the right hand come to the earth, sweeping the left hand high. Twisted low lunge. Take a full breath in, draw that left shoulder back. Press the right thigh bone to the back of the room, and then on your exhale, bring the left hand down. Bring the right foot forward to meet the left foot. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Take a big breath in for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet back out to plank and pause. Take a nice deep breath in your plank. So now you're breathing here, you're filling up, you're finding a little bit more gratitude for what you've got going here. So try to push yourself a little bit to stay up in plank, but if you know that doesn't work in your low back, for goodness sakes, take your knees down. Keep drawing the heart forward. Take a full breath in. Bend the elbows, lower all the way to the mat. Press down to the tops of your feet as you draw your shoulders back. Stay light in your hands, not too much weight. You're not pushing away with your hands. You're using your upper back muscles to lift you for Cobra. Exhale, release. Inhaling again, come back up to Cobra. Exhale, release. Again, staying light in your fingertips. One more Cobra. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Now tuck your toes, push back through your knees or full plank, and then hips go high, downward facing dog. Pause in your dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more breath in, one more breath out. For this next round, I'll be mirroring some of what I'm saying. So pedal out your feet one more time in your down dog. And then together, let's lift the right foot straight out behind. Lift the heel toward the ceiling, and on your exhale, bring the foot forward, place it by the right thumb. Feet in two separate lanes. Rise up strong into your crescent. Stay high on the left toe so you can bend deeper into the right knee, and again taking that left arm forward and that right arm back. Twist open toward the right. Open up that left hand. Reach high. Let the right fingertips press into the left thigh. Pause and breathe here, and then on your exhale, bring the left hand down. Sweep the right hand up. Keep pressing through that left thigh. Keep that leg strong. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then we're going to turn this into side plank. So either roll to the outside edge of the left foot or take the knee down. Stay strong as you lift through the hips. Take a full breath in. You can choose to lift the top leg. Take the right hand forward. And then on your exhale, close it down. Coming back into dog. Take a full breath in your down dog and your full breath out. Inhale the left leg straight out behind you. On your exhale, bring the foot forward, place it by the left thumb. Adjust your feet so they're in two separate lanes, and then rising high for crescent on the left. Bend nice and deep into that left knee. Press out through the right thigh. One more breath in, one more breath out. With your next breath, sweep the right arm forward and the left arm back. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lift open the right hand, sweep it up. Left fingertips find the right thigh. And then exhale the hand down to the earth. Left hand goes high. Take a full breath here and a full breath out. Pausing, you know where we're going. So if you want to take the right knee down, that's fine. Otherwise, roll to the outside edge of the right foot, moving this into side plank. Stay strong as you're lifting through the hips in the midsection. If you want to lift that top leg, that's fine, and then the left hand can go forward. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, close it down. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in as you lift up to your toes. Exhale, let the heels go a little bit lower to the earth. Really push back through your hands. And then with your next breath in, lifting high again onto the toes. Exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet right between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise high to stand. Reach up, right hand to left wrist, stretch up, and then lean toward the right. Inhale, come back to center, switch the grip, go the other direction. Inhale, come back up, sit your hips back, let's come into chair. Bring your hands right into your heart space. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Weights in the heels. Sit the hips nice and low. Feel the crown of the head toward the front of the room. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then we're going to twist to the right. So the left elbow goes outside the right knee. Stay nice and low, drawing the knees back. Opening up more across the heart. Use the hands as leverage. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then staying right here, we're going to come into side crow. So you can get a little bit lower, planting the hands down, keeping that right knee connected to the left wrist. Lean forward. Let your heart and head go forward. Keep your feet together, lifting up the feet. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Oh yeah, I'm out of practice. Come on back into Malasana. So let your feet come apart. Elbows resting on the knees. Pause and breathe. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then lift your hips, hands come down. Toe heel your feet back in. Big breath for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart space. Take your hips back. Let's come back into chair. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And it's your choice for how low you want to get, but keep the weight in your heels. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then we're going to twist to the other direction. So you're going to take the right elbow outside the left knee. Pausing and breathing, really drawing that left shoulder back. Feeling the heart shine up. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then from here, we'll find side crow on this side. So the hands can come down. Again, keeping that left knee connected to that right elbow. Bend into the arms. And then taking the heart, looking forward, lift the feet. It doesn't matter if you do it for a second or if you take several breaths. Keep breathing, full breath in, full breath out. Let yourself come back into a forward fold. Toe heel your feet apart and let your hands find opposite elbows so you can just take a few breaths. Reconnect to your inhales and your exhales and let yourself get grounded through your feet. You can sway a little bit right to left here if that feels good in your low back. Pausing and breathing along the way, creating a new attitude of gratitude for what you are doing, what you're trying. Not so much what you're accomplishing, it's what you're creating. So don't ever be afraid to try that new pose or that new thing because you never know when you're going to fly. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring your hands back down to the earth. Toe heel your feet back in underneath your hip points. Big breath in as you draw your heart and head forward for that halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in as you rise to stand, sweeping up, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Let's rinse this off. So walk your feet back out to plank. Pause in your plank. Decide if you want to take your knees down or not. And then nice and slow, bend your elbows close to your side bodies to lower all the way down. Your shoulders and hips meet at the mat at the same time. And then draw the shoulders back for that cobra. And if you are so energized, straighten the arms. Really lift and open up. Float the thighs coming into up dog. Look back, open and stretch. And then exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, come back into down dog. Big breath in as you lift the right leg straight out behind you, bend at the knee, stretch open, twisting, and if you want to take that foot down to the earth, flipping your dog, you can do that. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Return back to your three-legged dog with that leg out far behind you. With your next breath, glide forward into plank, bring the right knee outside the right elbow. Exhale that foot back, coming into three-legged dog. Bring it forward, gliding it across the body to the outside of the left elbow. Big breath in, go back to three-legged dog. Bring that foot forward, this time planted by the right thumb and pause. Let the left knee come down. Follow the breath as you inhale up for Anjaneyasana. Arms strong. And then exhale, bring the hands back down, come off the left knee, rise strong again, come back into crescent, and this time swivel the back foot down, opening up into warrior two. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's stay here for at least 3 breaths so you can feel that connection, that groundedness, finding the gratitude for the strength of this pose. So concentrate on pushing out on the outside edge of your left foot, really seal it to the mat. But bend deeper into that right knee so it stays stacked right over the ankle, opening up toward the pinky side of the foot. And then let your shoulders release. Stay strong through the center, pulling into the low belly, and then flip that right hand. Big breath in as you sweep up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. And again, you rinse and flow this off any way you'd like. Take a full breath in and a full breath out as you decide to either move through your vinyasa or not, and then we'll meet back in down dog. When you get back into your down dog, find the gratitude of the stillness. Soften your face. If you need to pedal out your feet or bend both knees, your call. Find the joy of this down dog. Take a full breath in as you lift the left foot out long behind you, pressing through the heel, bending at the knees, stack the hips open toward the left. And again, if you want to flip your dog, you can. And if not, just stay in that three-legged dog. With your next breath, bring it back around. That left foot is still out far behind you. And then with your next breath, glide forward into plank and bring that left knee outside the left elbow. Exhale, push the foot back out for three-legged dog. Inhale, glide forward into plank, bring the knee across the body outside the right elbow. Keep lifting through the hips, no sagging. Exhale, push the left foot back out nice and long. And then with the next breath, bring it forward and plant it by the left thumb. Pause. Those kinds of movements take a lot out of you. So get your footing, ground down, release the right knee, and then inhale strong for Anjaneyasana on this side. You can press into that left knee as much as you need to. Big breath in, exhale, bring the hands down, come off the right knee, and now super strong again, inhaling, reach up, coming into crescent. Pause for a breath and then open up into warrior two on this side. Take 3 or 4 breaths here like you did on the other side. Grounding down through your feet. Press fully into the outside edge of that right foot so you can bend a little bit deeper into the left knee. Release those shoulders, get tall. Proud warrior two. And then flip the left hand, big breath in, sweep up, stretch it back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the left foot. Bring the right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in as you rise to stand. And then bring your hands to your heart space on your exhale. Come back to Tadasana. And let's go into full mountain pose. So take the hands down, away from your heart. Open up the palms so your shoulders can roll back. And just be here for a moment. Everything stacked in alignment, strong and tall. Beautiful. Big breath in, sweep up. Exhale your hands to your heart space. Bring that right knee up in front of you and pause. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Find your balance. Stay grounded through all 4 corners of that left foot. And then cross the ankle over the knee and sit your hips back. Just like you did in chair. Your hips go back, your heart and crown of head goes forward. You press the right hand into the left. Keep that right foot flexed. Now you can stay right here and breathe, or you can take the hands down and hook those right toes around the left tricep. Walk the hands forward just a bit, creating a lovely shelf. Big breath in, big breath out. Let the feet meet. Walk your hands back in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up to stand. Bring your hands to your heart space and pause. When you pause, really feel the energy that you're creating from the movement and the breath. Get deep into your bones. Take another full breath in and another full breath out. Inhale, lift up strong, hands go high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then come back up to stand again. Hands at heart center, this time inhaling the left knee up in front of you. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then when you're ready and you have your balance, grounded down through that right foot, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Stay tall as sit your hips back. So you're going to bend that right leg like you would in chair. Take the heart and head forward. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then stay here for 3 breaths or 4 breaths. Or move into the arm balance here, hooking those left toes around the right tricep. Balancing the knee on the back of the left tricep. Then you walk your hands out just a little bit in front of you. Pause and breathe. Lean forward, but don't look down. Feel your heart and your head go forward as you lift the foot off the ground behind you. And again, if you stay for a half a breath, a millisecond, or you stay for several breaths, it's all good. And then let your feet meet, come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank and pause. Decide if you're going to continue to rinse off, lowering all the way down, or skipping it, and we'll go back and meet each other in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out when you get to down dog. Bring your big toes to touch behind you, spread your knees wide. Let's come into child's pose, just for a couple of breaths here. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And allow yourself to just be. With your arms out in front of you in child's pose, big breath in as you sweep the right arm up, stretch open, And on your exhale, thread that right arm underneath the left. Lay right onto the right shoulder, turning your head to the right ear. You can take your left hand on top of the right and using some leverage, draw that left shoulder back, twisting open. Take your time. And then bring both hands back to the top of the mat. Pause and breathe. Take a big breath in as you sweep the left hand up nice and high. Exhale, thread it underneath the right. Turn your left ear to the mat. Pause and breathe. Take the right hand and place it on top of the left if you want that little extra twist. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bring your hands back to the top of the mat. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Let's go back to downward facing dog. How we doing? Are you breathing? Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then with your next breath, lift the right leg straight out behind you. Bring the foot forward, plant it by your thumb. With a full breath in, rise up into crescent and then swivel the back foot down and open up into warrior two. Pause here. Flip the right hand, sweep it up, reach back. Exhale, let's come into side angle. Keep the weight of that arm light on the right thigh and take the left hand nice and high. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring the left hand forward right over the left ear, palm down. If you want to stretch that right hand out to meet it like you're holding a beach ball, great. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come on back to warrior two. Flip the right hand, sweeping up again, reach back. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten that leg. Turn the toes so they both point toward the wall. You're in a wide-legged forward fold. Take a big breath in and exhale. Hinge right over yourself. Hands come down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And just release from the low back right down through the crown of your head. Bend deeply into that left knee. Stretching out the inner thigh. And then walk your hands to the other side, bending into the right knee. Come on back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release that. Bring your hands to your hips. Rise up strong. And then bring your hands to your heart space. Turn your toes out so that you're in goddess. Open up the arms. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then we'll let the hips come down. So nice deep breath in as the knees bend out over the toes. Keep pulling in through the low belly, tucking the tailbone. You can lift one foot or both feet so the heels come up. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Pause and breathe. Let the heels come down, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the elbows down, let the knees bend. Take a full breath in and a full breath out and decide if you're coming to your toes or not. Take another breath in and another breath out. Let the heels come down, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Last time, elbows down, knees out. This time, take the left elbow to the left knee. Draw that right shoulder back. Stretch the right fingertips out toward the side. Come on back up. Straighten the legs, reach high. Exhale, rebend the knees, bring the elbows down. Take the right elbow to the right knee. Big breath in, stretch those left fingertips over to the right. Come on back, straighten the legs. Bring the hands back to the heart. So come into warrior two in the opposite direction. So you're going to bend deeply into that left knee. Toes point straight. Right toes stay pointed perpendicular off the mat. Come on into warrior two. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Flip the left hand, sweep it up. Exhale into side angle. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let the hand go out over the ear. Bring that left hand out to meet it. Take a full breath in. Come back to your warrior two. Flip the left hand, sweep it up. Exhale, cartwheel the hand down to frame the foot. Come to the right toes and pause. Bring that foot forward. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, rise to stand. Bring your hands back to your heart space and pause. Close your eyes. Let the breath move through your body. Feel your feet firmly connected to the earth, grounded and strong. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, open your eyes, lift the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank. Pause in your plank. We're going to come into side plank again. So you can either take the left knee down or roll to the outside edge of your left foot. Come into plank. Take a full breath in, side plank, and a full breath out. Bring the hand down, pause, and then slowly lower down to forearm plank. So take the right forearm down and then the left. Keep breathing into that low belly. One more breath in, one more breath out. And then with your next breath, breathe back into full plank. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, or take the right knee down onto the mat right underneath your hip. Open up strong for your side plank. Keep breathing. Take a full breath in. Exhale, bring the hand back down. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more breath in. One more breath out. So we're going to come into pigeon here. So inhale the right leg straight out behind you. Exhale, bring that foot forward, but don't plant it on the mat. Take the knee down behind the right wrist and let the right foot come over behind the left wrist. And then walk that left leg out long behind you. Settling in. Taking a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, lowering down. And if your forehead doesn't make it to the earth and you don't have a block handy, stack your fists so you have your forehead to rest on something. Take a full breath in your pigeon and a full breath out. See if you can find an attitude of gratitude for this pose. You're opening up your hips where we house our emotions. Hell, we may not even know what our emotions are saying to us anymore. And that's okay. At least you have the opportunity to feel and breathe and be able to do what you need to do here. Take a full breath in and a full breath out, and just allow yourself to settle into this pigeon pose on the right. With each breath, let it soften you. Take another breath in and another breath out. And then you're going to use your hands, bring them back to the earth, and with breath, push yourself back up, tuck those left toes, and move that right leg back out to meet the left. Take a full breath in, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. So pedal out your feet here. Maybe you need another three-legged dog or a flip dog. So breathe that right leg back out behind you. Stacking the hips open. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come on back to downward facing dog. And so then we'll find the pose on the other side. So take a full inhale as you lift the left leg straight up behind you. On your exhale, glide forward. Bring that left knee behind the left wrist. Gently set it down. And sweep the right foot, the right ankle over behind the right hand. The left ankle right behind the right hand. Lower everything down, walk that right leg out behind you, pressing down to the top of the right foot. And then with breath, find a little bit of a lift so you can create a little bit more length and openness. And then exhale, hinge forward. Come into pigeon on the left. And without any true expectations of what you're going to get on this side, because it is a different side, maybe again the breath can just help you soften into the pose, and you can find the gratitude that's necessary to just stay with your breath. You're breathing and you're allowing your body to set up into a pose that you probably would never ever do if it wasn't for yoga. We're probably doing a lot of things we never ever thought we would be doing, or not doing for that matter. It's okay. There has to be some attitude of gratitude for what was going on here. teaching us to slow down, teaching us to meditate more, teaching us something, getting used to somebody new. By the time we're all done with this, we may not even recognize each other, will we? Our hair will be long, we'll either be thinner or heavier. It doesn't matter. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come on back up to your hands. Get that leg out from underneath you, coming back into your three-legged down dog. And again, if you need to flip that and stretch it out, you can do that. Otherwise, just bring the left foot back down to meet the right. Lift your hips up nice and high, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale up to your toes. Look forward, walk, step, or jump your feet right between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep high to stand and bring your hands to your heart space. Sit your hips back. Let's come to chair. Take a full breath in your chair and a full breath out. Just pausing and breathing, feeling all those muscles hug onto the bones, staying nice and strong. One more breath in, one more breath out. Now let's go back and revisit some of these twists. So take a nice deep breath in, going toward the right. Take the left elbow outside the right knee. Pause as you draw that right shoulder back, opening up more. And then you can stay here for breath, or if you want to go back and revisit that arm balance, plant your hands. They'll probably be staggered. Keeping that left or the right knee attached to the left elbow. Lean forward, letting your heart and the crown of your head go forward instead of collapsing down. And then you just lean into that. And if the foot lifts behind you, great. And if not, that's okay. Take one more breath in and then come back to your feet. Take a full breath in for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Follow the breath up. Get nice and strong and tall. Exhale your hands to your heart space and pause. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pause. Be good right where you are. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Come back up to stand with your next breath. And then exhale back into chair sitting your hips back and bringing your hands right back to your heart space. Pause here, drawing the hips behind you, but the crown and the heart still go forward. And then we'll twist to the other way. So take your right elbow outside your left knee. Big breath in, big breath out. Take your time. And then again, just being in this twisted chair for several breaths or trying to get into the arm balance on this side, you'll reach out and stagger your hands, but keep that left knee attached to your right elbow. Lean the heart forward so the hips go with you. And then if you want to lift that back foot, balancing on your hands, that's great. And if not, that's great too. Keep breathing. One more breath in. Come back to your feet, forward fold right over your legs. Pause and breathe. Take your feet wide again. This time wrap your index fingers and your pinky and your thumbs right around your big toes. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Straightening out your legs, finding a little bit of a lift here, stretching out through the low back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then release your toes, let your hands come back down to the earth. Walk your feet back in so they're right next to each other, parallel underneath your hip points. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your hands down, walk your feet back out to plank. You rinse that off any way you'd like. Big breath in, big breath out, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. What we practice grows stronger. Getting on your mat, going through the inhales and the exhales, making our way from pose to pose. We're setting a foundation for ourselves, something that we can trust, that we can come back to, something that we can breathe into. It's empowering to know that you can do these things when you need to. You have choices. Let it cultivate that attitude of gratitude within you. Take a full breath in as you lift the right leg straight out behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by the thumb. Inhale, rise high for crescent, and then automatically swivel that back foot down, and let's come into warrior two again. Take a nice deep breath in as you ground into the feet, but feel a lightness through the crown of your head. Let your shoulders come down. Flip that right hand, big breath in, sweep it up, stretch out those side ribs. Straighten the right leg, come back up, shifting that left hip back, reach forward, and then hinge at the hips, come into triangle. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Leaning back, opening up, allowing the strength of your legs to hold you. Let there be a lightness coming right out those left fingers. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Rebend the right knee, come back into your warrior two, flipping the hand, big breath in and up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot, come to the left toes and pause. Bring that foot forward, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in as you rise to stand, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling, release that forward fold. Take the right foot to the back edge of the mat. Inhaling, rise strong for crescent, and then swivel the back foot down and find warrior two on the left. If you feel like your arms are dropping, breathe some life into them, right out your fingertips. Keep them level, but your shoulders release. Stay strong through your legs, bending deeper into that left knee. And then flip the left hand, big breath in, stretch it back, stretching out all the ribs on the left side. Straighten that left leg. Come back up, shifting the right hip back, reach forward with the left fingertips. Hinging at the hip, come on into triangle on this side. That right hand is strong and straight right above you. Energy going right out the fingers. Drawing your heart back, opening up a little bit more. Take a full breath in and a full breath out, feeling the strength of this pose. And then rebend the left knee. Come on back into your warrior two on the left. Flip that left hand again. Stretch it up, reach it back. Exhale, cartwheel the hand down. Frame the foot. Come to the right toes and pause. Bring that foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, rise to stand. And then exhaling again, bring the hands back down through center. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank. Pause, and then choose to rinse that off by lowering down, breathing into a cobra or an up dog, or skip it all together, and let's just meet back in downward facing dog. Now, as you come back into your down dog here, pedal out your feet, or bend both knees, bringing your shins parallel to the earth, and then press those leg bones back so you can lift your hips up nice and high. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Find the stillness, which helps you tune in to your breathing. Just get anchored through all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. Take another big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale the right leg straight up behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by the thumb. Inhale, rise up strong, swiveling the back foot down, come back to your warrior two. Move with purpose and gratitude. Flip that right hand. Inhale, sweep it up. Straighten the right leg, come back to your triangle. Shift the left hip back, float those right fingertips forward, and then bring them down to your knee and let them slide down to the floor or a block. Left hand goes high. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Look down at your right foot, and you can stay right here in your triangle, or you could push off the left foot and lift up into your half moon. If you're in your half moon and you want to bend that left leg and see if you can find the foot with your hand, breathe deep and then let the left foot come down to meet the right. If you're in triangle, just bring the left hand down and bring the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, move it through vinyasa or skip it all together, and we'll meet back in down dog. Find the grace and the gratitude, the fluidity of your ability to breathe into each pose. The more you practice this on your mat, the more you get to take it off your mat. So whether you're having a good day or a bad day, it doesn't matter. You can be grateful for all of it, because it will all change. It's just a matter of your perspective a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Take a big breath in your down dog. Open your mouth, sigh it all out. Nobody can hear you. Shake your head right to left. Take another full breath in. Pausing and exhaling, just ground. With your next breath, inhale the left leg straight out behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Inhaling strong, rise high into crescent, swivel the back foot down and open up into warrior two on the left. Pause and breathe. Flipping that left hand, stretch up slow, reach back but stay bent in that leg. And now straighten it and coming into triangle, shift the right hip back, reach forward with those left fingertips. Hinging at your hips, let the hand come down below your knee and then just let it glide and slide down your shin, either to a block or the floor. Keep drawing that right shoulder back, spread all 5 fingers on your right hand. This is such a beautiful pose, so open, so exposed. Breathe deep. And then stay right here or look down at the left foot, and with your next breath, push off that right foot, coming into half moon on the left. And you can stay right here, grounded through that left foot, or you can start to bend the top leg, the right leg, and see if you can reach back to find the ankle. Open up big, and when you're done with that, the right foot comes down to meet the left, or from your triangle, you bring the right hand down and the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pause in your forward fold. Keep your feet close together. Start to bend at the knees, opening them up. We're going to come into one more arm balance. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Plant your hands on the ground in front of you and let your knees connect to the triceps. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just let the breath take you where you need to go with this. Keep looking forward. Feel your heart go forward and the crown of your head go forward. Press those knees into the backs of the arms and practice lifting one foot at a time or both feet. And again, you breathe and you lift and you pause. Keep drawing your elbows in. One more breath. And then you can either shoot your feet back out to plank if you're a real go-getter, or if you're like me, you just bring them down one at a time and be grateful that you landed and didn't fall on your face. It's different every time. Keep practicing it. Keep breathing through it. You'll be fine. Let's all meet back in down dog. Pause and breathe. Just stretch it out one more time, pedaling out your feet, bending both knees again, just to stretch the backs of the legs to the back of the room. Hips are high. And then with your next breath, inhale high up to your toes. Walk your feet right through your legs. Let's come to sit down. Legs out in front of you. You can pedal out your feet a little bit, wiggling your legs. Keep drawing the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in as you sweep the arms up. Keep a little bit of softness behind your knees, but flex your feet and then hinge forward. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Keep drawing your shoulders back. Feel like your heart's pulling forward instead of rounding. Take another breath in. And another breath out. And then walk your hands back up your legs. Bend your knees. Nice and slow. Lift the feet up. Let's come into boat. Big breath in, big breath out. Hands can go where they need to go. But again, lifting through the heart. Shoulders back. Take a full breath in. and a full breath out. Inhale, lower. Bring it back up. Lower. Bring it back up. Lower. Bring it back up. Lower and pause. Breathe. Shake like a chihuahua. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then nice and slow. Lengthen out. Hands overhead. Point your feet. Take a full body stretch. Bend your knees. Plant your feet. Bring your arms down by your side. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift your hips up. Walk your arm bones in underneath you, interlacing your fingers. Keep drawing your knees together like there's a block between them. Full breath in, full breath out. From here, if you'd like to lift that right foot up, keep lifting through the hips. Exhale, bring the foot down. Take another breath in, lift the left foot up. Big breath in, bring the foot down. Lift the arms overhead, come on up to the toes, and then slowly lower down, one vertebrae at a time. Bring the knees into the chest, wrap your arms around them, rock a little bit right to left. Oh, beautiful. Push the heels up toward the ceiling. Keep a little softness behind the knees. You can point your feet, make some circles at the ankle joints. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then the last little bit of core, keeping your hands down, or you could put the hands underneath your bottom, nice and slow. Bring the heels down to the earth. Breathing in, pulling into the low belly, staying strong. Keep the feet flexed, push out to the heels. One more breath in, one more breath out, until you finally release. Soften. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's bend the knees one more time, bringing them back into the chest. Actually, let's just bring the right knee into the chest. Hug it in, keep the left leg long, and then using your left hand, draw that right knee across your body. Right hand, palm down, is extended. You can look over your right shoulder. Get a full twist right out from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then come back to where you're flat on your back. Release the right knee. Hug the left knee into your chest. Take a big breath in as the right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Pull it across your body and then look over your left shoulder. Left hand is down, taking the twist on the other side. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then come back to being flat on your back. Hug both knees into your chest. Reach down for the outside edges of your feet. Take a little bit of a happy baby here, rocking right to left. You can always extend your legs into more of a straddle stretch. And then one last hug, draw them in. Take the right foot to the right corner of your mat and the left foot to the left corner of your mat. Let your feet just splay open. Let the entire leg bone roll open right up into your hip socket. Take the right hand away from your side body and the left hand away from your side body, palms up. Roll your head right to left and then drop your chin. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're headed to Shavasana. Feel that connection from the backside of your body with the mat, where you can just let go and be held. Soften your eyes, release any tension in your jaw. When it's time to come out of Shavasana, I'll ring the bells. Take a full breath in and let go. Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Bring a little movement into your fingers and toes and maybe rock your head back and forth from right to left. And then slowly bending your knees, coming to some stillness. Draw each knee into your chest, wrapping your arms around yourself to give yourself a hug. Roll to the right side and pause for a breath. And then use your hands to push yourself up to a seat. Crossing your legs, sitting nice and tall. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out. Sweep the arms up. And then exhale, draw them into your heart space. The light and truth in me sees that in each of you. So grateful to be able to practice with you no matter how we get together. In the studio, out of the studio, Facebook, YouTube. Keep getting on your mat. Make it a habit. Practice your breath. The light and truth in me sees that in each of you. Together we say, Namaste.